Wi-Fi. Okay, it's live again. Just sharing this link. Give me a second. There. All right, so I'm gonna continue where I left off. Okay. Krishna Guru Bhakta Shakti Avatar Prakash. Did you hear all this last? I'll reread this last sentence because I don't know when the internet stopped working. If we imagine that the unreal is real, we are incorrect, and this misunderstanding is called arop. In regard to developing our bhakti, we need to perform arop, or rather, arop siddha bhakti. The beginner practices this in the following way. The deity is non-different from Krishna. He is Krishna himself. In our conditioned state, we see the deity as a stone statue, yet we superimpose the correct conception that he is Krishna. We cannot serve him as Krishna himself, but as our affection for him increases, we will perceive the deity in the same way that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu perceived him, as the direct, personal form of Vrajendra Nandan Krishna. The deity will reveal his actual nature to us. Now, next verse. Oh no, this isn't the next verse, this is the previous verse. 1 second, let me just make sure everybody's here. Okay, great. Thanks for your patience, everybody, with all the... I think somebody might have shut off the Wi-Fi router outside. That's why the internet stopped. Krishna Guru Bhakta Shakti Avatar Prakash, Krishna e Chai Rupe Korina Vilas. Lord Krishna enjoys by manifesting himself as the spiritual masters, the devotees, the diverse energies, the incarnations, and the plenary portions. They are all 6 in 1. I think this is the verse Gurudev started off this chapter with, this class with. Adi Lila, first chapter, verse 32. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj has explained that Sri Krishna, although one, manifests in 6 features, and this established truth is called Achinta Bheda Bhed Tattva, inconceivably and simultaneously one and different. He explains that as Shiksha Gurus are the 6 Gosvāmīs. Forgot, how do you make lowercase? Is it something like that? Can't remember. Anyways, I'll understand. Srila Rupa, Srila Sanatan, Srila Raghunath Bhatt, Srila Jiva, Srila Gopal Bhatt, and Srila Raghunath Das. He also revealed that Sri Advaita Acharya. He revealed that Sri Advaita Acharya. He also revealed that Sri Advaita Acharya, as an incarnation of Mahavishnu, is therefore a partial incarnation of Krishna. Nityananda Prabhu is an eternal manifestation of both Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it is by his mercy that Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifest in this world. In other words, without the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, no one can realize Krishna or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is the complete embodiment of Guru Tattva. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has described his spiritual good fortune. He says, I have received the mercy of the 6 Goswamis and other exalted Vaishnavas. I have received the mercy of Govinda, Gopinath, and Madan Mohan, and I have taken darshan of them. I have also seen and realized the glories of Vrindavan Dham. All this is the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. Therefore, I am his servant, and he is my Guru. Next, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains that Krishna's Shakti, power or energy, manifests as Sri Gadadhar. Krishna Chandra is Krishna himself, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is that self-same Krishna, Vrajendra Nandan Shyam Sundar, replete with the golden beauty and mood of Srimati Radhika. Thus, he is Krishna and Radha combined. Guru Krishna Rupa Hana Shastrira Pramane, Guru Rupe Krishna Kripa Korina Bhakta Gane. It's the next verse in Adi Lila. What was the verse previous to this? I just want to see the flow. Wait, which page is this? This is page 17. Okay. Okay, so the previous verse was, although I know that my spiritual master is a servitor of Sri Chaitanya, I know him also as a direct manifestation of the Lord. And now there's this verse. According to the deliberate opinion of all revealed scriptures, the spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. Lord Krishna, in the form of the spiritual master, delivers his devotees. Okay. So now it's explaining Diksha Guru. Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru are non-different. They are on the same level. Srila Rupa Goswami represents the Shiksha Guru and Srila Sanatana Goswami represents the Diksha Guru. Yet there is no difference between them. They can both act as Shiksha and Diksha Gurus. My most revered Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, is both my Diksha and Shiksha Guru. Pujapad Sridhar Maharaj, oh, and this should be italicized. Oh God, I don't remember all the marks, proofreading marks. I need to, and this should be lowercase, okay. So Pujapad Sridhar Maharaj and Pujapad Bhaktivedānta Swami Maharaj are also my Shiksha Gurus. Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj is the sannyas guru of Srila Bhaktivedānta Swami Maharaj. Srila Swami Maharaj has so much respect for my Gurudev, both as a guru and as a friend. Shiksha Guru ke tajani Krishnera Sarupa, Antaryami Bhakta Shreshta, E Dui Rupa. This is the next verse. One should know the instructing spiritual master to be the personality of Krishna. Lord Krishna manifests himself as a supersoul and as the greatest devotee of the Lord. Personality? Diksha Guru is a manifestation of the form, the Rup of Krishna, and Shiksha Guru is the manifestation of the personal nature, the Swarup of Krishna. Which is superior, Rup or Swarup? In essence, there's no difference between them. Swa means mine, own. And therefore, Swarup may sometimes be near than Rup. Sometimes Swarup may sometimes be dearer than Rup, although essentially they are the same. So see, this first verse here was talking about Guru Krishna Rup, Han Shastrira Pramani. So this is talking about the Diksha Guru, and this one is, the next verse is calling Shiksha Guru Krishnera Swarup. Our Diksha Guru is our worshipable superior for whom we have reverence. We pray to him and take the dust of his lotus feet. But the Shiksha Guru is like a brother, a friend. Sometimes we can embrace him and speak with him frankly. We can reveal our hearts to him and tell him that we desire to serve Krishna as the gopis do. This association is very secret and sacred. We may hesitate expressing this to our Diksha Guru, so we need the Shiksha Guru, who is like a bosom friend. With the Shiksha Guru, there is a mood of fraternity. There is less of a mood of awe and reverence. Similarly, in the most advanced stages of bhakti, one does not regard Shri Krishna as a supreme personality of Godhead, but as one's dear friend, dear son, our most beloved. He sees Krishna as his, and he sees himself as Krishna's. Srila Rupa Goswami states that a disciple should also serve his Diksha Guru with a mood of intimacy, Vishramba Seva. But due to constantly offering obeisances, this cannot always manifest. To our Shiksha Guru, we can admit an attraction for a very beautiful girl and ask for his guidance. But it may be difficult to tell this to our Diksha Guru because he is worshipable like a father. Our Diksha Guru's response may be very heavy, but our Shiksha Guru will embrace us and say, O dear one, do not be attached to sense gratification. Try to love Krishna. Try to offer your heart in the service of Srimati Radhika's lotus feet. Do not go to the girls of this world. A girl of this world is not really a girl. She is a burning fire or an ocean of poison. Do not continue in this direction. Due to the open-hearted nature of the relationship, a Shiksha Guru is needed. We can reveal everything to him. Within our hearts are Shiksha Gurus, Shri Krishna, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami, and all of the previous acharyas are aware of our thoughts and actions. They have not died. They are omnipotent. Shiksha Guru ke tajani Krishna Rasarupa. How do you make a space? I think it's that, right? Oh God, I really need to relearn all these proofreading marks. No, that's uppercase. Space is this, I remember. Space is like this. It's a checker, but does it go above or below? Maybe below. I can't remember. It's like that. The Shiksha Guru is the manifestation of the Sarup, the inner nature of Krishna, and the Diksha Guru is the manifestation of his form. There is no difference between Krishna's inner nature and his outer body. Both are the same. One who thinks that there is a difference is a Mayavadi, an impersonalist. We should not associate with such a person. Antaryami Bhakta Shrestha E Dui Rup. There are two types of Shiksha Guru. Antaryami is the Supersoul, the Shiksha Guru in the heart, the Chaita Guru, who gives inspiration from within. If one prays, "O Krishna, you are my Chaita Guru. I have given you my entire heart. Please arrange for me to take shelter of a qualified Guru." Krishna will certainly arrange it. By approaching Krishna with a sincere desire to have a Guru, we will not have to suffer the result of making an incorrect choice. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam prittipurvakam tadami buddhiyogam tam yena mam upayanti te. It's Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love and devotion, I give them the understanding by which they can come to me. Those who are always connected to Krishna, serving him with love and devotion, he gives the intelligence by which they can come to him. What kind of intelligence does he give? He gives transcendental intelligence, which further connects us with him. Moreover, Shri Krishna tells us in Bhagavad Gita what happens after he gives such intelligence. They come to me, and I engage them in my service. This demonstrates one of the ways in which Krishna acts as Chaita Guru. Once in South India, there lived a beautiful prostitute named Chintamani. When she was 16 years old, she could dance and sing kirtan so sweetly that everyone who saw her dance became attracted. Although Chintamani was a prostitute, she had an extraordinary quality. She was very attached to singing songs in glorification of Shri Krishna, and many people were enchanted by her. One second, let me make the mic volume louder. And just double checking. Yes. Okay. Bilva Mangal Thakur was a pious and religious Brahmin with a beautiful chaste wife. Yet he was allured by Chintamani. He stopped all his business and service to his mother and father. He forgot his chaste wife and children and became fully controlled by Chintamani. He would go to her, especially at night, taking presents that he had produced by selling his land or his wife's ornaments, or by stealing money and good cloth. His hope was that in return, she would love him as he loved her. My God. In course of time, his father died, and a funeral ceremony was conducted. On the final day, the 13th day of the ceremony, thousands of Brahmins sat in his courtyard, about to honor Mahaprasadam. He went to the kitchen, took many delicious foods and other objects, and wrapped them in a cloth. He then left his house during the night, not caring whether or not his guests took prasadam or if his distressed mother and wife were comforted. He left them all and went to that prostitute. On that night, rain fell heavily. In order to reach the prostitute's house, Bilva Mangal had to cross a flooded river whose current ran swiftly. Feeling helpless and desperate to find a means of crossing, he noticed something resembling a log floating on the water in front of him. Not seeing that it was actually the half-rotten dead body of a girl, he sat on it and crossed the river. Then, struggling across the slippery ground, he finally reached the prostitute's home. My God. The door was locked. He knocked hard for a long time, but his sounds were not heard. At last, he walked to the back of the house and saw what looked like a rope hanging from the rafters. Grabbing hold of that rope, he attempted to climb it. It was not a rope, however, but a snake. Bilvamangal slipped and fell unconscious, thus making a loud sound on the courtyard floor. When Chintamani heard the noise and asked her maidservant to find out what had caused the sound, finally she saw him and exclaimed, "Oh, Bilvamangal has fallen down in the courtyard? But how did he come here?" Chintamani and her maidservant then took the unconscious Bilvamangal into her house and warmed his body. Now understanding what had happened, when he awoke, she told him, "My body is full of blood, urine, stool, bile, and mucus. Yet you are attached to it and have gone to so much trouble to get here in order to enjoy it. If you had a fraction of such love and affection for Krishna, your life would have been successful. But you are so lusty. I can no longer have any affection for you. You should leave here immediately." Due to his past impressions of bhakti, her words penetrated his heart like an arrow, and he became sober. He understood that he must develop his love for Krishna. Without these past impressions, her words could not have Without these past impressions, her words could have not have reformed him. He would have fallen at her feet, panting like a dog and imploring her to accept him. He then decided that he should neither be with Chintamani nor stay at his home, but should go to Vrindavan. For the next 5 days, he took no foodstuffs. Rather, he lived solely on the chanting of the holy name. Then, desiring to drink some water, he went to a well where he saw a young, beautiful, newly married lady. He saw the newly married lady hauling water. He asked her for a drink and knelt as she poured water from her pot into his mouth. As he drank the water, he also drank in her beauty with his eyes, taking it into his heart. He followed her home. She went into her room and he met her husband, who was standing at the door. He asked her husband, "Please call the girl who just walked past you." Thinking Bilvamangal to be a saintly person, the man called his wife, who came immediately. "How may I serve you?" she asked. Bilvamangal then told her that he wanted 2 of her hairpins. She could not understand why, but still she got them and gave them to him. As she and her husband looked on, Bilvamangal said, "These eyes are my enemy, imprisoning me in lust. If there is no bamboo, there is no flute. Similarly, if my eyes are removed, my lust will also be removed. I will cut this lust at the root. If I am blind, then my eyes will no longer be attracted to beautiful women, and attraction for Shri Krishna will develop in my heart." He thus pierced his eyes with those hairpins. Blood oozed from his eyes, and he became blind. He then proceeded to Vrindavan, chanting, "Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare." One second, I'm just seeing if this is a message. Okay. And soon a boy approached him and asked, "Baba, where are you going?" The voice of that boy was very sweet. He was that blackish cowherd boy who is not like any other. Bilvamangal answered, "I am going to Vrindavan, my dear boy. Who are you?" "I am a cowherd boy," the boy said. "I am also going to Vrindavan. If you want to go there, you can hold on to my stick and come with me. I will help you." Vrindavan was about a 6-month journey by foot, but after a few days, the boy announced that they had arrived. They were walking there. As they were walking there, Bilvamangal had created many sweet poems glorifying the mercy of Krishna. These songs were very pleasing to Krishna's ears, and later they became known as the book Shri Krishna Karnamrita, translated as Nectar for Krishna's Ears. I need to know the... Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu later found this book in South India and presented it to his devotees. The first poem in the Mangal Charan of Sri Krishna Karnamrita is as follows. Chintamanir jayati samagrir gurur Shiksha oops, this should go here. Okay. Chintamanir jayati samagrir gurur me Shiksha guruscha bhagavan shiki pinchamolai Yatpada kalpataru pallava shekareshu Lila swayam vararasam labate jayasri Jayashri. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, 1st chapter, verse 57. All glories to Chintamani and my initiating spiritual master, Somagiri. All glories to my instructing spiritual master, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who wears peacock feathers in his crown. Under the shade of his lotus feet, which are like desire trees, Jayashri Radharani enjoys the transcendental mellow of an eternal consort. In this verse, Bilva Mangal Thakur is offering his obeisances to Chintamani, who had inspired him to take shelter of Shri Krishna. What type of guru was she? She was a Vartma Pradarshak guru, the guru who says, "Come with me to a self-realized Vaishnav." The Vartma Pradarshak guru shows the path. He may be a Kanishta Adhikari, a neophyte devotee, but the initiating guru should not be less than that of a Madhyam Adhikari, an intermediate devotee. Should not be less than a Madhyam Adhikari. What are the symptoms of a Madhyam Adhikari? It is necessary to know these symptoms before considering whom to accept as a Diksha or Shiksha guru. If we do not see these symptoms in someone, we need not accept that person as guru. As mentioned before, if we do not accept him, there will be many difficulties in our devotional life. If that guru falls down, our life will be ruined and we will cry bitterly. Tasmar gurung prapadeta jigyasu shreya uttamam shabde parichanishnatam brahmanyupashamashrayam. Śrīmad Bhagavatam 11.3.21. Any person who seriously desires real happiness must seek a bona fide spiritual master and take shelter of him by initiation. The qualification of a bona fide guru is that he has realized the conclusion of the scriptures by deliberation and is able to convince others of these conclusions. Such great personalities who have taken complete shelter of the Supreme Godhead, leaving aside all material considerations, should be understood to be bona fide spiritual masters. In order for one to be a bona fide guru, all the above-mentioned symptoms must be present in full. The guru has complete knowledge of the scriptures. He is detached from material desires, and he is happy only by serving Shri Krishna. If one is unhappy and feels that his life has many problems, he is not qualified to be guru. Srila Haridas Thakur was beaten in 22 marketplaces, almost to the point of death, but he did not consider this a problem. Rather, he continued chanting with joy, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj was tortured by his father, yet he never felt he had a problem. Rather, he stood on the head of all problems. A person in the role of guru who chants and performs the 9 processes of bhakti and has taken diksha, but laments that he has so many problems. His wife has cheated him, his children are not with him, he cannot manage or make money, or that he has no computer or sufficient material facility. That person should be rejected at once. The third symptom of guru is that he is realized in Krishna bhakti. Without this realization, he is bound to fall down from spiritual life due to still having material desires. Besides these 3 symptoms, a Madhyam Adhikari will have 4 additional qualities. The Uttam Adhikari is, of course, superior, and he offers a superior result in bhakti. But such a guru is rare in this world. In the absence of such an Uttam guru, the Madhyam Adhikari can be accepted as a Shiksha or Diksha guru. But one should see whether or not he has the following 4 qualities. These numbers should be unitalicized. Prema, he has love and affection for Krishna. Maitri, He shows friendship towards the Vaishnavas and offers service to them. He has three kinds of relations with three kinds of Vaishnavas. He honors and obeys with a mood of friendship one who is more advanced in bhakti than he is. He relates to equals as friends, and he is also friendly to those whose bhakti is less developed. So he has maitri, friendship, and with honor for superiors, maitri with mitra, the friendship of equals, and those on an equal level, and maitri with kripa, friendship with compassion for subordinates. I think there's a better way we can do this. Anyways, I'll circle this for later. Whatever, I'll get there later. Kripa. He shows mercy to those persons who honor and have faith in Vaishnavas. Such persons' faith may even be worldly. In other words, they may have some material sentiments in relation to the Guru and the deity. It may be that they have more affection for the deities than for the devotees, and therefore they may not like to meet with devotees and hear their Harikatha. Such persons may understand that they should obey the scriptures, but they cannot act in the four ways that a Madhyam Adhikari can act. Such persons may be ignorant, but they want to learn how to advance in devotional service. So that's Kripa. So he shows mercy to those kinds of people. And then he shows Upeksha. He avoids offenders, persons who are against the Vaishnavas, who do not honor them. He is aware that relating or associating with such persons destroys all traces of bhakti. All right, so let's just go through that really quickly. Prem, he has prem for Krishna. He has maitri in three ways. For those who are, more advanced than those who are on the same level and those who are below him. Then he has kripa for persons who are like kanishta adhikaris or people who even have some kind of material faith or anything like that. And then upeksha, he avoids people who are offenders, who are against the Vaishnavas. We have thus described the three main qualities of the bona fide guru, as well as four additional qualities which are found in a madhyam adhikari. And then there's, or an uttam adhikari acting in the role of a madhyam adhikari, who is qualified to be guru. That's not necessary to put that there. Anyways, whatever. Srila Jiva Gosvāmī warns us in his Bhakti Sandarbha that one who accepts a guru for worldly name, fame, and gain, and one who acts as guru by accepting disciples for the same reason, will both fall down. Their destination will be in hell. Srila Sanatana Goswami writes, A Vaishnava mukod girnam puttam hari katamritam shravanam naiva kartavyam sarpochishtam yata paya. It's from Padma Purana. One should not hear anything about Krishna from a non-Vaishnav. Milk touched by the lips of a serpent has poisonous effects. Similarly, talks about Krishna given by a non-Vaishnav are also poisonous. Therefore, one who makes an external show of being a Vaishnav, but who fails to honor Vaishnavas, giving preference to worldly fame and gain, should be given up without delay, even though the disciple may have taken both Harinam and Diksha from that person. Such a so-called guru should be given up. This has been explained in the Mahabharata and other scriptures. If one does not reject such a guru, he will have to go to hell. He should be ready for that. No Vaishnav should be dishonored, even a Kanishta Adhikari Vaishnav. What to speak of a Madhyam Adhikari and Uttam Adhikari? This is called an orphan. The association of one who is dishonoring or criticizing any Vaishnav should be given up. If one says that he is a bona fide Vaishnav and that he is the only bona fide disciple of his guru, yet he commits this offense, then his own guru, if bona fide, will reject him. Srila Jiva Goswami gives all of us sorry, one second. Srila Jiva Goswami gives all of us a very important instruction. We should not criticize anyone. We should not think that because there are quarrels in the transcendental world, such as those between the followers of Srimati Chandravali and the followers of Srimati Radhika, we may also quarrel. We should not take sides and criticize. As mentioned earlier, all bona fide gurus are manifestations of Shri Krishna. Thus, there is no difference between Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhaktivedānta Swami Maharaj. They are realized souls in the same disciplical line. Srila Bhaktivedānta Swami Maharaj preached in the West, and my Gurudev preached in India. Yet they spoke the same message. Their love for Sri Krishna is the same. Their teachings are the same, and their service for Sri Mahaprabhu is the same. One was in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and the other was in the Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti, but both are in the family of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is incumbent upon us to follow the instructions of our acharyas and try to develop our Krishna consciousness. On Srila Nārāyaṇa Mahāraja's request, devotees sing Nandanandanashtakam and Radha Kripa Kataksha Stavaraj. See addendums pages 197 and 199. I think this should be on the outside. We should daily sing these two songs in our sadhan bhajan. If we know the meaning and are praying sincerely, it will be very beneficial. Even if we do not know the meaning, Shri Krishna and Srimati Radhika will hear us. By our singing Nandanandanashtakam, which glorifies Krishna, Srimati Radhika will be so pleased that she will grant us all benedictions, whether we want them or not. And when we are singing Radha Kripa Kataksha, Krishna will be so pleased that he will grant us any benediction we desire. If we want Krishna to write our name in the register of Srimati Radhika's maidservants, Palyadasis, he will do so at once. He is at the gate, writing the list of Srimati Radhika's dasis, those who want to serve her. Therefore, if we add these two kirtans to our daily routine of bhajan, followed by the singing of Shri Krishna Chaitanya and the Mahamantra, our bhakti will become strong. So we should add these two kirtans to our daily routine of bhajan. Radha Kripa Kataksha Stavaraj and Nandanandanashtakam. All right, so tomorrow we will read Shri Guru as a manifestation of Krishna. So, all right, thank you so much for joining me for this reading, this proofreading session. Oops, I actually accidentally left this open. 1 second. There. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Yeah, Rup Manjari Didi, that's, thanks for pointing that out. I will look at that. Maybe we can make it more clear. Yeah, anybody, if you see anything that you think can be improved, please tell me. It's very helpful because after this, we're going to send it to the printers. And I mean, I'll probably go through it one more time just to check everything, but I miss stuff all the time. So it's very helpful if you can show any things that could be improved. Don't hesitate. And don't feel like you're being critical. This is, yeah, proofreading is when you're trying to find faults. So you can all proofread with me. Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju ki Jai, Nitila Pravishto Vishnupad Ashatara Shatashmar Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Gurudev ki jai, Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashatara Shatashmar Bhaktivedānta Vāman Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai, Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashatara Shatashmar Bhaktivedānta Swāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Prabhupāda ki jai, Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashatara Shatashmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai, Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashatara Shatashmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupāda ki jai, Nitila Pravishta Mahabhagavat Śrīla Gokshara Babaji Mahārāja ki jai, Nitila Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai, Nitila Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Mahārāja ki jai, Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai, Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shar Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Sarva Abhishta Pradatta Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund ki jai, Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai, Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai, Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki jai, Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Padadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyashta Kripa Sindhu Bhyaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams, everybody. Oh, and there's some new people here. Mani Manjari Didi, Dandavat pranams, and Savitri Didi. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining. Haribol, Dandavat pranams, everybody. Unfortunately, I can't see everybody who's here unless you write a comment. Then I can see who's here. So I'm not ignoring you if you're here and I'm not saying your name. Yeah. All right. Dandavat pranams, Hari Priya, and Seshwari Mataji, Rup Manjari Didi, everybody here. Dandavat pranams. See you all tomorrow.